UCT video. So I've got a little story to tell you. So maybe last week, yeah. Or this earlier. It's Friday right now. It's Friday right now. Friday, Tuesday? I don't know. No, not Tuesday. It would have been last week. I don't know what day. My mom dropped me off at school a bit early because she had work. So she dropped me off before work, and if you know, I have a spare period one. So I so I don't have class. So I got there like school would have already been starting for almost an hour. Yeah, but there was still little under half an hour until the next class started, which is when I'd actually go to class. So I just sat down. Well, I put my stuff in my locker, then I grabbed it and I went on like the staircase. And as I was looking around, as I was going down the staircase, spiral staircase. I was looking around to see like if there's any empty spots, and I noticed three guys I know, and I could overhear them joking a little bit, and then one of them is like, "Yo, Caden, this guy listens to Tate McRae." Obviously, like they were all like joking around, like I could hear it before. He was like getting my attention. He was saying, "You're a grown man listening to Tate McRae." Right? Like that's crazy, man. As I'm going to sit next to them, I say, can't be listening to Tate McRae. To the guy who was listening to Tate McRae. Obviously. Not to the person who wasn't. Obviously. Who else? And I was like studying for the upcoming test a little bit. Which it actually that was today. I think I did okay on it. There was a couple questions I let's just say I might have not finished one of them, but it's fine. I know others who didn't, so it's like it's chill. One of them actually was one of the people at this table, but he was kind of getting a little heated. So they were like, it was like going back and forth of insults. I don't know. And he was like, bro, it's not even that bad. And then I was like, how about you listen to it, huh? Like, you're not even listening. You can't even say anything. But then, like, he actually, like, pulled it up on, like, his laptop. I was like, I am listening to it. And he's like, I can see why people listen to it, but you're almost a grown man. Right? And it's true. We're all, like, around, like, 17. I think the guy who said that was 18. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know exactly. Why would I know? I'm not like we're not close friends or anything. Like they're kind of more of like the popular kids, and I'm kind of like more of the how would you say it, the lone wolf Zeta male. So they're basically just like making fun of the guy listening to Tim McRae, and I'm like stand neutral. I'm not like with him. I'm not like against him either. Right? Basically, from what like I've never listened to Tim McRae by the way. I just want to big preface. I've never listened to Tim McRae in my life. I I don't think I have. Sometimes I'll hear an artist name and I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'll hear a song's name, I don't know what that is. I'll hear an album, I don't know what that is. But then like I've like heard something from them. It's like, oh, never mind, I know what that is. But I just don't remember the name of it. I just like heard it like from like someone else playing it. Yes, I don't listen to music much. Like sometimes I'll listen to music while working out, and that's basically it. I don't listen to music much at all. Um, what the segment? Okay. First, telling me to manage my storage. I don't care. My Google Docs is reloaded. Right, so let me put my camera back. I'm definitely tilted at the towers. Hold on. Okay. I'm tilted like the towers. Like the ones that used to be in New York that kind of fell. Not a 4 reference, not a 9/11 reference, not a World Trade Center reference. No, man. Not cool, dude. So I was probably a little lying when I said I was neutral. I wasn't really. I was like slightly against him. I'm like, wow, you're a grown man listening to Tate McRae. I've never listened to her at all. To my knowledge, I haven't. From what I can interpret, it's probably like, it sounds like a country singer name. I straight up, I haven't, I should even, I'm looking it up. I looked up her name, before making this video to actually see if I was spelling it right. Yeah, we were talking about like you listen to the Tate brothers. With you listen to Andrew Tate right now. We were joking about like the name. We're like, you listen to Tate brothers. You listen to Andrew Tate. Yeah, it seems like girly songs. So my friend was kind of right. Yeah, it's not telling me what genre she is. It's probably like hip hop, though. I don't know. It's like I said, it's girly music probably. And he's like almost a grown man. Like I don't think he's gay, but I can joke about it, right? Can I? I can probably joke about. I'm not gay, but if you're black, you can't really make black jokes if you're white. You know, like it's kind of racist. Like, is it homophobic when I gay joke if I call someone gay when they're not gay? I've got a gay friend that probably covers me. I'm probably chill. I was about to say I have to pass. To say the yes. I'm not gonna. But bro, like literally yesterday, he was like in the locker room with another dude, and he was like, "Dude, I just want to see that chocolate starfish." Like he was actually going crazy. Like he was practically on his hands and knees begging for it. This is why I'm not saying names because I'm not gonna say who it was. Actually, what was funny when it inspired me to make this video is that the guy who was like saying like, "Oh, you're listening to Tate McRae? You're almost a grown man." You're a fully grown man listening to Tate McRae. That's crazy. And he was like, "Yo, kid, you should make a video about this because he knows about the channel." So I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I said that, but I am. Here I am. I'm going to in calculus and vectors. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, look at my new video." Or actually, it'll be because this comes out like Monday. It's gonna come out like Monday after school. So I'm gonna say on Monday, "Yo, turn on your notifications." So, anyways, yeah, I was not fully neutral towards it. Like. I was kind of a little like from what was being described to me, it's it's for little girls, basically, is what the guy was saying, I'm pretty sure. The guy, there's like three guys. I'm absolutely not gonna differentiate them. I don't care. One was listening to Tim Crate, two weren't. Out of the two that weren't, one's one's a nonchalant light skinned redhead and and the other's anti Semitic. More on that later. So not really. Is this really how I'm classifying them? The Tate McRae listener, the light skin, and the anti-Semites? I guess we're just gonna have to go with that. So, anyways, the light skin. I'm not doing this. Okay. I'd say the main one antagonizing him was like he actually asked me. It's like you ever want to like tear someone's skin off and eat them? And I was like, dude, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Like I wasn't saying that like I wanted to cut up the Tate McRae listener and just like eat him. You know, I wasn't like and like cook him and I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying to like rip him into ribbons like a fruit roll up and just like start like eating that. I never said that. I'm just saying like sometimes we get a little tempted. What am I saying? You know what I'm saying. The Tate McRae listener was like, well, what are you guys listening to? Like as if what they're listening to is worse. And then the guy who wasn't speaking as much, um, typed up and said it was the Tate McRae listener said, "Man, you listen to Youngboy? Man, Youngboy's a mid." Or maybe he said Carti. He said one of the two. He might have said both. And he's like, "How dare you say Youngboy's mid?" And I'm even a little shocked because like I hear about like I've never heard of Tate McRae, but I've heard of Youngboy. I'm like, you say Youngboy's mid? I have listened to Youngboy. I don't know what I'm saying. Yes, I have. I've not listened to Tate McRae. I probably not listened to Tate. I have listened to him, and it's Young Boy's kind of spitting flames. Like I don't know how Sam McRae can really be saying this, right? And he like walks away until like the other room, basically. And the other guy, the one next to me, who was like going at him the whole time, he was calling him like a female dog, and he was saying the F word. I know, guys, crazy. He was saying cuss word. He was saying it earlier too, but that was like after. He was like really calling him female dog. And then I'm like, say that to his face. And then he says, I'm gonna kill him. I'm like, he said his name, and it's just like kind of crazy to me how angry and how much rage you can have towards your own friends so easily. You know, there's even like one guy, like one friend I have who like nearly constantly is being racist. He's like very edgy with his jokes. He's always, I was about to say something edgy. Let's just say, usually it's more like dark humor, but I honestly see like the people who make kind of dark humor jokes also make like a bunch of other jokes. Like they'll say like racist and gay jokes at like the same time. Not like simultaneously. I don't know. I don't know. But it's really like pushing the edge, like pushing the limits of like, haha, funny to this is straight up just hate. Or like straight up, not a joke. It goes beyond the territory of joke, but it's like almost still a joke. It's like it's like you're almost admitting to being homosexual, but it's still a joke, guys. It's like so imagine there's like a line, and it's like it's like edgy humor is like this. It's like and I was like, this is like a fence, like you're sitting on it, like you're like kicking your legs. I'm gonna blow. Just kidding, it's a joke. Like what? It's like I hate the hard R's. I hate the Jews and this and the sand monkeys and the Asians. But it's a joke, guys. I'm not racist. It's like, bro, you're just admit you're racist. I am racist, but it's a joke. I'm just being funny. I also hate, right? And it's just the spirit of hate that's in them. Like, am I not speaking the truth? It's just in them. It's just in the spirit of like this edge of humor. It's like just it's almost people pleasing, like trying to get attention, like trying to make a scene, like trying to be the class clown, like while like you're passing by a classroom, like you're gonna shout at like the classroom to like one of your friends, or trying to get other people's attention, like, yo, Kim, this guy likes Tate McRae. This guy likes Tate McRae. This guy listens to Andrew Tate. You know what I'm saying? And that guy, actually, that specific guy, I'm going a little off topic, but he actually made like in religion class, he made like presentations based on like one like an example of like a bad person, example of a good person. For like the good person, he chose Andrew Tate. So I don't know, I thought that was funny, and it was like he was like speaking like truth. Like he probably said it like I don't know if it was originally just like a joke or whatever, right? But the thing is like they have so much hate towards like even people like they know and call friends, and it's I guess if we're going back to the Bible. It does say that Satan entered Judas. I mean, yes, it was Judas Iscariot. Yes. So I'm like, no, his name is Jude. No, it's Judas. Which I don't know. Those are probably like the same names, just different ways of saying it. It's like I don't know, like how like John and Juan are like the same name. But it says like Satan entered into him. It says that he was a devil. It says that like among Jesus, like I don't know if it was Jesus talking about himself or like the narrator. I don't remember exactly, but it does say that there were the 12, one of them being a devil. Like one of them was a demon. And like Satan entered into Judas. And like even then, Jesus still called Judas his friend. I think this is in the Gospel of Luke. He says, friend, do what you have to do, or do what must be done, something like that. Like as Judas like has like the Roman guards and like the chief priests next to him about to arrest Jesus to crucify him eventually. I'm like, they did nothing wrong, but they're just like hating on him. It's like people do this. Like they're hating on others for like no reason, just for attention or to feel superior. And the thing is, these guys gotta listen to their own music they're listening to. Like, you're listening to kanYe, bro. You're listening to kanYe. Like, I'm talking like, if you're a Ye listener. I actually said this once. Yeah, he was like, he loves Kanye, bro. He loves Kanye. And I was like, you like Kanye 100%? And he's like, bro, I love Ye. I agree with Ye 100%. 100%. You love it? Yeah. And I was saying like, what do you think about Kanye? And then I say, what do you think about the Jews? And he says, I hate them. Can't stand them. Can't stand them. Cannot stand the Jews, bro. I hate the Jews. I'm gonna have to remember in editing to put in like text in front of my face saying I'm impersonating someone so that this does not get clipped because this is crazy talk, right? You hypocrite, dude. It's actually like my friend had it on like Instagram Reels, one of his songs, and this guy in particular, I was talking about the anti-Semite. He was like he sung it in class. No, he stopped with the N word because he's not black. But it was like Kanye's new song. It's like they say that I'm acting like Hitler. How am I acting like Hitler when I am a says the hard R. I think he says freaking hard R. And like bro, Playboy Carti, he cannot spit flames because he is not spitting in the first place. He's not speaking English. I've heard a little bit. It's not legible, bro. I don't even know if with lyrics I would be able to hear what he's saying. Like it's genuinely like it's not English. It's like a little bit. It's like that's almost a word. But for me personally, now you're gonna be like, oh well, what are you listening to? I bet you're listening to Christian music or something, which I have listened to, and it's fire. It's fire. It's that Holy Spirit fire. The thing is, I'm not listening to music right now, like on purpose until Lent ends because I saw a video kind of midway through. Like this guy was talking about like music and stuff and how it actually like can affect you. Like it can subliminally, if there's a little man named Kanye and he's talking about in his new album Vultures, he's talking about hating the Jews. Or maybe it was Carnival. It was something. Pretty sure in somewhere he said he didn't like the Jews. And he's got tweets, right? If you follow him outside of just well, he made graduation. It was pretty fire. Like separate the artist from the art. It's like but he talks about Hitler in his songs. You know, do something like dude, music, like listening to certain kinds of music, like more degenerate stuff about sleeping with girls and drugs and money and killing people. It can like and like all these like bad things it talks about. It can like subliminally affect you and like you start to take on the personality of the singer and you kind of become like them. So he was like, yo, you can like cut out music for like a day or a week, or some people will even go for a year, which that's kind of crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. That's kind of so I'm like, it's kind of Lent right now. I'll listen to music again at the end. I'm in the gym right now. I'm not gonna listen to music. I might actually not even work out just because I gotta go in under an hour. Yeah. So what I kind of want to say is like you have your own problems. Like take the beam out of your own eye so that you can see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye, right? While using the Tate McRae, right? I don't know. It's kind of, I've never listened to it. It's girly music. Maybe there's some bad words. Maybe there's sexual themes. I don't know. I've never listened to it. But I know dang well in what you're listening to, there's a lot of that too. Or even more. I don't know. Right? Let he who's without sin cast the first stone. If you yourself deserve to be stoned, why should you stone him? Right? Because I've been berating them about like being attention seekers and hating the Jews, you know, and saying cuss words. Oh my! It's not like everyone does that, but do not be conformed to the world, but be changed by the renewing of your mind. Be transformed, like a transformer. Transformers. Transformers? Yeah, like Optimus Prime. I need to stop talking, bro. So, anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Nah, we're not done yet. We're like almost done. We're almost there. As you can tell, there's like the video length, and there's like it's almost done. All right, the thing is, I really think they just don't understand. And these guys, like, I'm pretty sure they're all Catholic. The three guys we're talking about, the Tate McRae guy, and the others, the Tate McRae guy, right? Because like they claim to be Catholic, but like they need to actually read the scripture instead of just like going to a Catholic school, you've taken religious class. Maybe you went to church with your family, right? Something like I think they don't understand what God actually says. I have a quote here from Psalm 92, verse 5 through 6. It's probably David speaking. He says, O Lord, how great are thy works, and thy thoughts are very deep. A brutish man knoweth not, neither doth a fool understand this. What it's saying is that God or Lord which that's from the like the original thing would have said something like Yahweh, something like that, something like Ihu. What am I? I'm leaving in a second. So he's like he's done many great works, and God's thoughts are very deep, but a brutish man and a fool does not know or understand any of this. And Lord's thought, like this truth I'm trying to speak throughout this video, I've been subtly like pointing at like little bits of scripture. Stay, good boy. No, they're hard to understand. The Bible even says it in another verse. I'm going to put right here, right? It, like those who have ears to hear, let him hear. But there's certain people who just can't understand it. It's confusing to them because the thoughts of the Lord are they're very deep. They're very deep. Even the little bit He reveals to us, it's sometimes it just goes over our heads. This wisdom of like, hey, don't hate people. Actually, love your friends, love your enemies too. Especially like even love your enemies, but like you're not even loving your friends at this. Like to begin with, you're not loving your friends. And Jesus, the guy, well, I'm pretty sure they would say, yeah, he's God. That's what the book said. They're probably like, yeah, he's probably God. It's like he says to love your enemies, and you don't even love your own friends. Like it's just how hateful can this world like be, where like a fool does not understand this, a brutish man does not know. So distance from bad music. Don't hate others for small things. Those are the morals I got out of the little summary. Like, comment, and subscribe, and keep growing. I'm not gay. I don't gotta swear.